We have some breaking news to bring you now. The head of the World Health Organization says the second year of the coronavirus pandemic is on track to be far more deadly than the first. He says India remains hugely concerning. The WHO chief is also urging countries not to vaccinate children, but to give doses to COVAX, the scheme by which countries without access to vaccines can get some supply. So that is just coming through now in a briefing from the chief of the WHO.
The variant of concern, first identified in India, has more than doubled in the last week, from 520 cases to more than 1,300. But a lag in sequencing samples means the figures could be much higher. Most cases are in the northwest and in London. And while there's no firm evidence the variant causes more severe illness or makes the vaccines less effective, the speed of growth is concerning.
There have been documented infections in vaccinated people in India, for example, but none of those people became ill. They had mild symptoms, and that's the thing that we're worried about here, because there will be people in the community who haven't responded so well to the vaccines, and they are vulnerable, and we want to limit the spread of new variants because they may gain further mutations.
That's a concern in Bolton, where cases of the variant are spreading in areas with lower vaccine uptake. Although there's not been a big increase in hospital admissions or spread among the over 60s, the Mayor of Greater Manchester wants to speed up the vaccine rollout.
We do say to the government they do need to now go further and allow those extra vaccine supplies to be used in vaccinating the younger working age population, the student population. That is what is needed if we are to make the most decisive and effective intervention into the situation that we can right now.
Follow the rules. Wear a face covering.
Vaccinations will help, but it takes around 3 weeks for the protection to build. The government's not ruled out fresh local or regional restrictions to help slow the spread, and there's still a question mark over whether all restrictions can be lifted on June the 21st.
If we were seeing a big increase in hospitalisations by early June and deaths rising rapidly, then I doubt that we would have that relaxation. But if we can avoid that, and if that doesn't happen, then we may well still be able to keep to target.
England's pubs, restaurants and museums will welcome guests back inside from Monday. But there's still so much uncertainty around this new variant, and we've seen just how quickly the virus can take off again. Catherine Da Costa, BBC News.